Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song, make it better. The moment you let it into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go and get it. The minute you let it into your skin, then you begin to make it better.
We just wanted to create a platform where we could just share stories with people in Durban, nothing more than that. But our byline was that we believe that the power of a story is a story that starts in you. And so why we wanted to do it wasn't just to share the stories of people that are doing something great with their lives, but we hope that those that were listening will be able to grab onto that and perhaps think about their own stories, because we believe that great stories can literally change our city, change our country, and change our world. And that's 7 Story Sessions.
Hungry soul, I didn't know that you were.
I think Brad really is one of the forerunners in the music industry, especially in South Africa, trying to really make music more than just sort of a prize or something that he's always wanted to do, but really a vehicle for change and a vehicle for something. So it was really good for people to hear that it wasn't just a per chance, that he's been intentional about living a good story, and that's what We at Story Sessions is all about. There's an amazing man that we're going to be hearing from. He's become a good friend, and he is an incredible man who's following an incredible dream and doing some phenomenal stuff in the city. So please, will you put your hands together for Brad Klynsmith.
Because of our upbringing, I think music was so like a part of what we did. You know, my parents played a lot of music, and all of us played a lot of music. It wasn't a strange thing. It was literally like a part of our lives. Like through my teenage years, music did start to take a little bit of a different turn. There just seemed like there was something more attached to music than just playing songs. And the more I started playing music, the more you begin to learn that it's actually like this living organism, and it's got personality, and it has effect on people and on life and situations, and one chord can change the mood of an entire group.
Almost what I was surprised to hear tonight was how open Brad was about sacrifice and cost.
Yeah.
I think that resonated quite loudly with people, because we often don't take the next step forward because of that very thing, and we think by not taking a step forward because of the cost that we're doing the right thing. Whereas a guy has said tonight that actually the cost is almost exactly why you do it.
You've got to invest to some level. You've got to invest to some point. So we kind of had a meeting about it, and we thought about it for probably about a month or two, just a span, because we realized that if we're going to do this, we're going to do it with everything that we've got. We're going to spend money on it. We're going to spend time on it. Our relationships will suffer. This is a reality. Not to the detriment, but there are huge costs. And so it wasn't a very light thing that we did. It wasn't like, hey, let's start a band, hope it works out. You know, that's like, you know, we really gave a lot of thought to it. And once we made that point of change, we've kind of haven't looked back. We've just decided, we've closed the door, and we want to make this thing as big as we possibly can, you know?
Personally for me, I mean, I think what he said around when life touches life, I mean, that made a big impact. So the idea of you just put out there what you're passionate about, and it's going to spark with something. So personally, that was a big takeout for me.
It's when life encounters life that there's sparks. And our music is kind of like that. We're trying to put as much of our life, our existing, our understanding, our perception on the world, the perception on South Africa, you know, into our music, with a hope that it comes into contact with life. That's when the magic happens, you know. So our whole set is geared towards a journey between us and the people.
Music is a catalyst for change, and it really stirred something in me, and just the fact about sharing a part of himself through his music was I've never actually really thought about it that way. And yeah, music, I definitely can identify with the fact that music brings people together, and it was quite a profound thing. Yeah.
What is it like holding a crowd, Brad? What is that for you? Why do you strive to do that? What are you thinking in that moment?
I've had life-altering experiences actually when it comes to crowds. Funny enough, I know you wouldn't think of it like playing songs and stuff, but you know, you end up sitting in front of a microphone and you displaying like a very intimate part of yourself. You know, I remember writing a song how old I must have been, kind of 17 or 18, and it was a love song. And I remember writing the song, and even in writing the song, it completely changed my life, because I became bold enough to do something I'd never done before. And then performing that song for someone, it was for the first time I'd allowed people to see a part of me that literally had only sat in my kind of deepest parts, you know. And so when it comes to a crowd, like when you're playing songs, that you are putting yourself out there in the most real, raw sense, and you're giving people an opportunity to give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or, you know, well done, dude. So yeah, it's an incredible thing, and it's amazing. You can watch how people, the whole crowd will link at some point, and you can. Music's an amazing thing. It can unify a people in a place, and it's just incredible what music can actually do to people and to a crowd.
Kind of looks like the trend through them was just, you know, just make it happen, whatever it is that you really want to do. And yeah, I think that's probably the main thing that I'm going to take away from this.
I think it's quite cool to hear other people with the same kind of passions that you have, to see other people that are really passionate about the city and about people living out their dreams and the things that are inside of them. It's so cool because sometimes you feel alone, like you're the only one that's like feeling that thing, but it's amazing to feel like you're part of something where there's a group of people that are inspired and that are wanting to push through and make a difference.
Yeah, we just want to send a huge shout out to the Story Sessions for having us, and it's been an unbelievable experience. Really, like it's really inspiring just to be a part of the process, and you guys are doing something really amazing. So keep on going, and we'll be at the next one for sure.